Welcome back to the Sepang International Circuit. We're about to start the second session of the day. That's the Super 250 category. 31 bikes will be on that track. And hopefully before we get underway with the Super 250, we will have the prize presentation for the Super Stock as well, where we just saw a great win for Azroy Hakim, Adib Ali in second, Razioma in third.
That was a great win for Azroy Hakim, and some would say well-deserved, as he was the man on fire before the stoppage of that race, and he's come out with 25 points. As Ross said, we're just waiting for the podium to get underway for that final Superstock Race 1 before we get on to the afternoon session. As you can see, these Super 250 bikes are already out and getting ready for their Race 2.
Of course, the first session of the Super 250, well, that was the first race of the day. That set off at 9:10 this morning. We saw Surya Narayana and Lut Irwan complete a double for the AZ Motor Performance Racing team, which was great news.
That was an outstanding ride from both of them to come through, and I'm sure that the rest of the riders are going to be looking at that achievement from AZ Motor Performance Racing. The pit mechanics, as you can see, just ready. Now, once again, just a reminder to all of these riders, do please take the right grid position, unless, of course, you want to face the music from race control. We've had 2 black flags this morning.
As it was this morning, it's the full Sepang circuit that will be in use, the 5.542 kilometers. 15 corners. We've seen how fast and slow 15 corners can be done.
And we've also seen at least, I'm going to say it again, 6 of those corners that have seen riders sliding off. There's been all sorts of areas around the track where bikes have been off. 10 bikes in the morning session managed to find the gravel pit, and thankfully only one of them actually left some oil on the track, and that was the reason for the Superstock stoppage.
Winner of the first race then, Surya Narayana, pole position, part of the AZ Motor Performance Racing team.
Absolutely. Now he is the man with the plan, and the man who is got the chance to take a full 50 points away from round 1. And we are about ready now to go and check in with the podium for that final Superstock race from the morning session, as we look at Amirul Afik getting ready for his race. 5-minute board just about to be shown. It's just gone past 1:30 in the afternoon here in Malaysia.
If you're enjoying your lunch now, watching the racing from Sepang, well, hope you're having a good day so far. It has been wet outside.
It's been wet all day. It's been wet all morning.
It was wet all last night as well.
I didn't mean to say it like that, but the fact is, Sepang is a glorious track to race, whether it's wet or whether it's dry. But everybody likes to see the sun, and really yesterday with a 55.3 track temperature in the afternoon, it was much faster times that we saw as well. There were 209s being run by Azlan Shah. There's a 214 being run by Kashmayuddin, and Surya Narayana himself with a 234. Now here are the rookies on the podium for the Superstock. After all the stoppages, and that would be Mohammed Nistir Misti that's won that title, the first of 5 for this year. That's Ahmad Khan in 5th.
Mohamed Khairullah in 4th.
And that is Pirelli Country Manager. That is one of the VIPs that's giving out those trophies. Miran Abu Hassan, Pang Kim Mun in second. And there is Nadzir Mitsi. Total time of 15:32.013 to take the rookies class. Overall 8th in the end. There is the photo call. So, as we get ready for the open category podium, just a quick look back at the grid, and they're now down to 1 minute to start the afternoon session.
That's Vishwadev in your picture, 5th on the grid. Had a good race this morning. Luth Harith Irwan, 6th on the grid.
Pablo Business. I like that. I like that helmet. That's a great thing to see.
You can only think of one thing when you read.
No,
Pablo
really.
Business.
Yeah. For AZ Motor Performance Racing, looking for a double-double on the day.
It would be nice if Amirul Afik and Surya Narayana can finish 1 and 2 again. Certainly for the AZ Motor Performance Racing team, it would be.
Well, here they are off onto their sighting lap. And we are about ready now to get to that podium for the open class Superstock. So we let these guys settle in. There is that big sand line from the oil spill that was cleared. And you can see how it just runs straight off track from turn 1. So same format as the morning. And here are the winners. There's Keith Parrott off on the left of your screen. Mr. Doc Dahl, Director of Motorsports Asia, giving out the trophies.
In 5th position, Amirul Hafik Azmi. That's Keith Parrott in 4th, receiving his trophy.
And here's the Mr. Hong Wei from Pirelli Country Manager.
Razi Omar gets 3rd. Adib Ali gets
Great
his
ride.
2nd.
All from that wonderful start he had from the beginning.
And
moving up from
Azroy
8th.
Hakim.
But Azroy Hakim was fastest on the day and was, in the end, logging in 2:27 laps. So, deservedly up top. Congratulations to all of them.
We'll see them again, hopefully, at about 4:15.
Well, not hopefully, absolutely, definitely we're going to be seeing them. That's for certain. Barring, of course, any serious incident that should happen in any of the 3 classes beforehand. And the first of those is this, the Super 250 Race 2. Now everyone's going to know the track, of course, for these guys is going to be a lot drier. Here is the grid. Surya Narayana with a 2:34.631 in top spot.
On the 2nd row, Zafir Zamani, Vishwadev, Lutharithi Irwan.
3rd row, Daniel Ahmed Charil, Mohammed Alif Ashraf, and Mohammed Aman Tairuddin.
Row 4, Jailani Kosman, Lee Tatma, and Daniel El Fahim.
5th row, Khairul Anwar Jamil, Yaptek Howan, Angelo Neo.
Row 6, Harith Hazik, Siti Nora Fiza, Alan Paris Herman.
Eddie Aman Lee, Siton, and Mohammed Shamsir Hamimi, 19, 20, and 21.
Muhammad Fauzi Hassan, Muhammad Zulfadli Ishaq, and Afik Bogus.
And Abdul Hafiz Hussein, Mohammed Efsan Aslan, Mohammed Karul Izrad, 25th to 27th.
Ahmad Fariz Zafri, Muhammad Faizal Mustaqim, and Amir Rashid Ahmad.
And finally, well, Karul Naim Kasim.
So that's
31st.
31 riders.
It's a big field for
It's a massive field, biggest field of the day. In the Supersport 250 Race 2, that is about to start. 8 laps around the Sepang circuit. Full circuit of 15 turns, as we know so well now.
Forming up, and this should be with Surya Narayana off on the on this side, far right. But when we cut back and look back at the grid, it'll be on your left. The left side of the screen should have the easiest run in to turn 1.
That's your red flag. That's the man with the green flag at the back.
Been very busy today. Actually, I've noticed he's had a number of flags, but he's ready to go.
He's doubling up as the man with 2 flags as well.
Yeah, I know. We've seen all the flags today. Yellow, red,
black.
2 blacks, yeah.
Flag day.
And there we go. It is fun with flags. Of course, when these flags come out, it's no fun at all because they usually mean there's some kind of incident on track. Now,
and
the red lights off. Race 2 for Super 250. While there's a big battle happening on the left screen, but great start from Surya Narayana on his own.
Sal on his own.
While everyone battles for second place, he's nicely in. I think everybody tried to stay away from that oil spill. He crossed it nicely and has got the reward for that. Easily into turn 1 and turn 2.
It is Surya Narayana leading. I can see
Definitely.
Alif Ashraf in there as well.
And that's also Daniel Amacharil from the Junior ZK Racing Team, in-house SIC Talent Development Program team. It's going to be news for him. New experience especially. But after a great start, Surya Narayana has managed to already get some daylight. There's a lot of jostling happening from 5th to 8th.
Alif Ashraf, very fast, currently 2nd. Lutharik Irvine also putting in a good run.
Absolutely. Still waiting for them to come around to clock their actual times for the first lap.
Early days, Surya Narayana looking very good for half a century of points.
I know. That would be amazing. Take 50 points away from round 1. So he's now moved down to 3rd or 4th by the looks of it.
Lutharik Irwan is leading. Surya Narayana is in 3rd. And
now
I think it's Ahmad
yeah.
Sharil in 2nd.
Well, we'll find out as they come around turn 15. That is both of those AZ Motor Performance Racing bikes up at the front.
Surya's back in front now.
Very fast, those bikes, by the looks of it. I wonder if we'll see another 1-2. Into turn 15, and the first laps officially will be recorded in around about 10 seconds. And there's our top 4.
In a line.
And it's definitely Mohammed Ayman Tyrudin who's in 3rd. And Daniel Ahmad Sharil in 4th.
Lee Tatma is the best of the rookies at the moment, running in 15. Hafiz Sheikh Hussain, 2nd in the rookies, running in 17. And Shamshir Hakimi currently, I beg your pardon, Ahmad Fariz Zafri is in 3rd. So that's your rookies. Surya Narayana, Lutharik B. Irwan, Ayman Tyrudin are your top 3 in your picture at the moment.
So Lee Tat-Mak is leading the rookies. That's good for him. Currently in 15th overall. But it's really these 4 bikes up at the front with just 0.5 of a second between them. And those 2 AZ Motor Performance bikes, look at that, number 38, number 9, really dictating the pace here.
Ayman Tarudin, fastest man on track, 2:56.835 was his first lap. And again, Luth Harith Irwan takes the lead from Surya Narayana.
Well, Ayman Tarudin, defending champion from Superbike, well, from Open 250 last year, is now currently the fastest man on track with a 2:56.835. But it's still looking like it's the 2 AZ Motor Performance Racing Team bikes that are going to be making a big impact here in race 2, if, of course, they can hold off this attack. Well, that's man on the inside, and also Daniel Ahmed Shirel.
Wow, they
all converged on the apex.
And Surya Narayana finds himself in 4th after that little convergence.
Well, they're so close at the moment that even here at turn 15, both of them could come in on the inside, and you could change. This is almost as close. Look at that on the inside.
Yeah, they come again.
So those AZ bikes are cornering very well, but no 2 objects can occupy the same spot and the same time.
We know that
race. And so no matter where they'll be weaving, somebody will give way. got to watch it with these AZ Motor Performance Racing machines. They proved their worth this morning.
And they seem to be doing it again
They
very
seem to be
well.
doing it again. Well done from Daniel Ahmad-Chiril. He's only learning the game.
Luth Harith Irwan on the hard shoulder. Almost edged out. It's a great ride from Daniel Ahmad-Chiril.
It really
here.
is. If the SIC Talent Development Program is about picking up experience, and this is the kind of experience
Absolutely.
that they want their riders to pick up, chasing the top two, really harassing the top two, looking for that opportunity in, and he might just get it on turn 13, 14, or 15 at this rate. Very close now. Well, it would be a great turnout for the ZK Racing team if Daniel Ahmad-Chiril can actually pull a win out of this. 5 laps to go, and he's up to pace. He's up to speed. He's currently lapping at 2:56.17. That is actually a second faster than Luth Harith Irwan, so he should be ahead.
Now, interestingly, he took the inner line,
Yeah.
and he has now split the two AZ Motor Performance Racing bikes.
He's
has
having
he?
a huge race with them. You just see him trying to find, as I said, this is turn 15. This was going to be the big turn. Both the bikes shutting the line down. He's got to come on the inside if he wants it, and I know that's a daring move if he does.
Yeah.
These bikes have not got tires thick enough to be thinking of stuff like that.
That was, you just saw Surya Narayana and Luth Harith work together as a
Yeah.
team there.
They literally shut the door on Daniel Ahmad-Chiril, and now may have just created enough daylight to prevent him
Now
from taking the inside line here, unless he breaks very late now.
in fourth at the moment is Muhammad Amirul Afiq, bike 72. He just needs to keep in there with now motor racing, especially on the bikes. I saw on the Spanish GP, 2, 3, and 4 were fighting for first position. They crashed out. So you had 4, 5, and 6 get in 2, 3, and 4.
That's the roulette wheel in
It
the end.
literally, yeah, it can happen in a corner.
It would be great if all of these bikes could take the perfect racing line through and then just be gauged on that, but no, it's alternating racing lines. And again, the two AZ Motor Performance Racing bikes working in conjunction to shut the door on Ahmad-Chiril. Expected to come through here. He's not going to have a chance here. I think they're looking for a 1-2. I think they might get it if they can work together like this. Well, a bit of a change of a lead, perhaps. That's a good idea from Daniel Ahmad-Chiril, just to try and come down the middle, but
Again, door shut in his
door
face.
shut either by one, the other, or both bikes.
Intriguing fight for first position here. And you know what? Muhammad Amirul Afiq is close right up.
Four laps to go, and still absolutely nothing between the top four. But it's those two bikes, number 9 and number 38, that dominated the morning race. And look like, well, there's a huge wobble, and once again, Luth just couldn't keep to the script there, and that is really let Ahmad Daniel through. But he's done it, he's actually come through.
Yeah, he steadied himself quickly enough, and they seem to have more power on those
They
AC
do.
performance.
They really do. And coming through the Honda CBR bikes. Seem to have the straight line speed that's needed.
Yeah, it's certainly beating Daniel Ahmad's Kawasaki 250.
Which is, it's strange to see.
Yeah,
Kawasaki's
absolutely.
such a fantastic bike.
But look at 72 there. Look at Amirul Afiq.
I know, he's right in the mix now.
He's trying to spoil the party.
Well, he is spoiling the bottom. He's through the front door.
But Luth Harith is back.
Now, can they keep this defensive?
That's another one.
Number
now.
11. Number 11, but first for the
Faizal
afternoon.
Mustaqim.
Looks like a straight slide out again.
Lee Tutmark still leading the rookies in second at the moment. Daniel Bogers in the rookies.
Well, we definitely don't want to see riders flat out on the grass. We do wish the best for all the riders that have unfortunately gone off track today.
Should mention our only lady in the field, Siti Nur Hafiza, is 13th, riding along very nicely.
Well, how about this? The two AZ bikes again combining, and
But
now
this
there's
time,
there's a whole
they've got
bunch of
company
bikes.
this time.
They've got a lot of company, but they're still coming through into the corners first.
Ayman Tairudin has brought himself into the reckoning.
Now we know they're going to have straight line speed here, and enough of it to come into the corners. This is an opportunity.
Luth takes the lead.
Well. I think you're going to see both these guys hugging each other at the end of the race because they've shut the door on the entire pack. They just did it again.
Ayman Tairudin is trying to split 1 and 2. He is currently in second. And that's not a good sight.
That is Mohammed Faizal Mustaqim.
Meanwhile, at the front, Luth Harith leading from Ayman Tairudin. Surya Narayana in third.
Well, how about that? It looks like somebody's just beaten both of his AZ bikes.
That's Ayman Tairudin.
Well,
He's grabbed the front.
So, that defensive wall is broken down by a more experienced rider. Something else for
Zafir
Daniel
Zamani, 17, is riding a stirring race as well, currently fourth.
Now, I want to see the time difference between these first 5 bikes because it's got to be absolutely nothing.
Crossing the line first will be Luth Harith. Surya Narayana in second.
Wow.
Oh, he's taking top now.
0.3 of a second between the first 6 bikes. You couldn't ask for better racing than this as the AZ guys move into turn 1 and take the top 2 positions again. That was really sweet riding to get up to the front again with 2 laps to go. Now they're going to shut the door on the inside. There you go.
This is teamwork of the highest order here from Surya
Really
Narayana
is. Now, I
and
just
Luth
wonder
Harith Irwan.
who's going to let the other one get the extra 5 points. If they do make it 1-2.
I'm sure they sorted that out before the race.
Well, it should be. It
in
should
the
be.
toilet or something.
I mean, if they were going to, it would be Luth to get the 25 points for the second race.
Yeah.
So they'd be equal. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe there are open team orders into the fast sector of the course.
Great ride from Ayman Tairudin. He's now dropped down to fourth.
Look at that, absolutely beautiful
because
stuff.
Zafir Zamani.
Oh,
my
that
goodness!
had to happen with the door shut.
That is Zafir Zamani off the track.
Now that was an interesting situation because it was Surya Narayana that shut the door again. It was the two-pronged attack from both of them. Yes, there's a part of his bike that's actually come off.
The two AZ Motor Performance racing riders still 1 and 2 after that little melee.
Little? It was a bit bigger than that. And I actually do put some fault down to these guys actually because they did shut the door a bit harsh.
They've been doing it all
Zafir. They have been doing that, it's true. And that's what it's all about. It's not about being harsh, it's about who owns the line.
So that's taken Zafir Zamani out of the reckoning.
Well, funny enough, he's just put in the fastest lap of 2:46.605. So wants to get back up to speed. I don't think he's going to have the time.
Daniel Al-Fahim in 7th. on bike 63. Actually, he's in 6th at the moment. He's doing quite well. Still Surya Narayana leading from Luth Harith. To go around turn 15. That's lap 7. They've completed just a 1 lap to go. Amirul Afik trying to make his move.
Well, well, well. A bit of a wobble coming in from Luth as they both try and defend. Well, that's not going to be defended. That's definitely on the last lap. Oh, huge wobble, and that should allow the AZ guys to form their partnership again. They got 1 more lap to defend against the likes of Ayman Tairuddin and Amirul Afik. That was a huge opportunity for Amirul to take 2nd spot. Just a wobble coming out of turn 3 was enough to concede. Now this is that deceptive corner. It's going to look like they're being overtaken, but they're going to slingshot down here, and they should be fine. So
Ayman Tairuddin is right on the exhaust pipe of Surya Narayana.
Just a few more corners left now, and this could be a historic 1-2 double-double for a single team on the day. That's the benchmark that's going to be set for the rest of the season. If they can just make it round these last few laps. Now, Amirul Afik looks like he's going to come into this corner very fast. He does. He's right on the tail of Ayman Tairuddin. Ayman looking on the inside, doesn't quite have the speed for it. Those Honda CBRs have shown the way. That was a dangerous time to be looking at your shoulder, but guess they know best. Into the last sector. Again, splaying around, looking for the way through. And that looks like Amirul Afik is trying on the outside. That's a tough call. Meanwhile, Ayman Tairuddin has come in, but he again has to tuck in behind them. So 1 corner left now.
Surya Narayana in the lead from his teammate, Luth Harith B. Irwan.
Now, interesting track positions that have been taken as both Ayman and Amirul.
Oh my goodness!
Now that is a crash. It's a big crash. And as we said, no 2 objects can occupy the same space and time. Well, it did look like that was Luth's line, and that was dangerous riding from
Ayman Tairuddin.
Ayman Tairuddin. It certainly looks that way. And he's not contesting that at all. Seems to have injured himself. So that is actually technically, Ross, bikes 12 and 13. Now you're beginning to see that stat, because we've only literally had 5 races that have been completed.
Now,
13
what that means is Daniel Ahmad Sharil finishes 3rd, and Daniel Al-Fahim
podium for the junior. In fact, that's a double podium for
Brilliant
the junior
stuff.
ZK Racing team. So everyone benefits at some point, but well, what about that? It could have been a 1-2. It was going to be a 1-2 down the last corner, and literally turn 15 just went, as they say in England, pear-shaped. Not too good at all, but that is a proper contact crash that we saw. That's not a slide off, and really we're just happy that both Luth Harith and Mohammed Ayman Tairuddin did seem to get up from it. Ayman did seem to have a bit of a limp, but he hasn't, by the way, finished yet. So after all that work, fighting for 2nd spot, he's currently, if he can get around the corner, going to be finishing up in 14th.
Well, Luth Harith managed to nurse his bike round in 9th. And there is the race winner.
Double, 50 points. Our first 50-point winner of the day.
What a weekend. He can put his feet up. Job done.
50 points. And I'd like to say that's unassailable, but as I said, there is 100 points that's available for the last 2 rounds in October. That's over 1 weekend, so
great
you
stuff.
can rescue it.
Yeah, great stuff from the SIC Junior ZK Racing team.
Absolutely.
Daniel
Fantastic stuff.
Sharil and Daniel Al-Fahim.
For hanging in there.
Yeah,
they
third
hung
and
in there.
fourth.
That was a tough battle to get through. And a lot of praise for Amirul Afik, who ended up finishing second in the end because of that shunt.
But this is what it's all about. This is why you watch racing. For the sheer excitement.
That's true. That's absolutely right. Now, coming up next will be the Super Sport Race 2. That's also going to have its own headlines. One, of course, Kashmir actually stay on track and not spin off on turn 1. I don't put that down to him at all, actually. I do put it down to the wet weather that was out this morning. But he was drifting a little bit. It just looks like there's a bit of a knock that's happened there on the bottom of that bike. So, a lot of incidents, but 13 bikes have been off track today. And based on last year, I can tell you now, that is a very, very significant stat.
But this is probably the driest the track has been.
This is
all
actually the
day.
driest it's been. Once again, the MotoGP is coming back to Malaysia this year.
The big boys are in town.
And big crowds are expected. So if you want to get your tickets, get them fast. You could just get onto that website, www.sepangcircuit.com, which is also the site that has all the information you need about all 4 classes that are racing today.
Marc Marquez, Valentino Rossi, Hafiz Sharin.
I would put Hafiz Sharin before Marc Marquez and Valentino. I've met Valentino Rossi 3 times, but Hafiz Sharin, I'm going to say his name first before the doctor. And doctor, if you're listening, you know what I'm saying. All right, so into Park Ferme they come. That is the Super 250 class done for the day. These guys will be heading up for their podium, and we'll be getting ready for the Super Sport Race 2. A lot of intrigue and headlines waiting around the corner for that. We'll be back with the podium and that race in just a bit. So final results. Surya Narayana with 22.45.699 comes in with a 50-point haul from round 1 of the Malaysia Superbike Championship. Amirul Afik finally in second. Daniel Ahmad Sharil and Daniel Al-Fahim, both from the Junior ZK Racing team, in third and fourth. Alif Ashraf, Yaptek Chow, Vishwadev, Angelo Neo, Lutharit BO1 in ninth. What? What happened?
In 11th, Shailani Kosman, Siti Nur Hafiza, Lee Tat Mak, Khairul Anwar Jamil, Daniel Bogus, Eddie Erman, Shamsher Hamimi, Fares Zafri, Lee Si Ton, and Hafiz Che Hussein.
Another 10 riders that did make it around the final corner.
Well
Yaptek Chow, Efsan Aslan, Khairul Izzad, Rashid Ahmad, Zulfadli Ishak, Alan Harris Herman, Mohammed Fauzi Hassan, Mohammed Ayman Tairuddin, 28th in the end. That's what it comes from fighting for second. And that is the full standings. As I just said, we'll be back with the podium and, of course, our next class, which is a Super Sport Race 2 in just a bit. Don't go anywhere and keep it locked to the Sepang International Circuit live stream.